Hi guys, Brad Browning here with another video about breakups and relationships. And this time I'm going to talk about why breakups happen, and I'll explain 4 of the most common things that cause relationships to fail. For most people watching this video, there's a very good chance that one of these 4 things I'm about to discuss was the main reason behind your breakup, even if your ex told you something differently. Now, there's one very important thing you need to be aware of before I go any further, and that's that your ex almost certainly lied to you after your breakup. 99% of the time, the person who initiated the breakup will lie about why they want to end things. Sometimes it's more of a partial truth than a blatant lie. Sometimes it's even a subconscious lie. But if your ex told you why he or she wanted to break up, I can almost guarantee you that it was a lie, or at the very least, only partially true. This is something I've learned after years of coaching and having worked with thousands of people who are recovering from a breakup. So trust me on this, unless it was something totally obvious that led to your breakup, like your ex, walking in on you while you were naked in bed with the office intern, then you probably don't really know why your ex wanted to break up, because they were most likely lying. Now granted, the same underlying cause is behind every relationship, and that's a loss of attraction. Your ex lost his or her attraction for you. But the real question, and what your ex almost certainly lied about, is why that attraction faded. Sometimes your ex may not actually know why. Oftentimes it happens slowly as a result of several things. Other times your ex may tell you something was the reason behind his or her decision, but that was only one of several issues. Or sometimes, to avoid hurting you further, your ex will just pick something generic and tell you that was the reason. You know the saying, it's not you, it's me? It's cheesy and cliche, sure, but it's also a great example of something your ex might say to avoid discussing the real reasons behind the breakup. So, what are the real reasons that led to your breakup? Well, obviously I can't say for sure, but I'm guessing it was one of these 4 common attraction-killing traits. This is a very common trait that many people exhibit in a relationship. While your partner may seem to think it's cute, it's actually one of the biggest relationship killers. Yes, as weird as it sounds, studies have shown that being the clingy girlfriend or boyfriend is actually a massive, massive turnoff. Human beings need a challenge. So when something becomes too easy, it's just human nature to pick up and get going. And this is the sort of survival mechanism. This is our way of saying, find a new challenge. I'm bored. It's ingrained. People also hate feeling tied down and easily get frustrated when somebody is constantly pestering them or requiring their attention. This toxic trait doesn't just happen to women. Men are almost as likely to be guilty of excessive neediness as well. And if you're not sure what I mean when I say needy or clingy, watch the movie Wedding Crashers. It's a very funny movie, but there's also a redheaded girl who chases Vince Vaughn around for most of the movie, and she's a perfect example of what it means to be clingy. Yes, this is another big reason why relationships don't work out. Being too controlling over your partner will actually give you less control in the end. Typically, the more controlling a partner gets, the more the other partner will try and break free, and eventually when that happens, there's almost no turning back. So if you were guilty of this, you need to learn to manage your jealousy. It's a huge sign of insecurity, and it's never going to actually have any benefit or positive outcome. Jealousy is a natural emotion all humans will feel, unless you're a sociopath. So the key is controlling that jealousy rather than controlling your partner. Both men and women have an equal desire for fun and excitement. The need for adventure and excitement varies from person to person, but nobody wants to be stuck in the same boring routine forever. Every relationship needs to have some element of fun and excitement. You don't have to go skydiving every week or wear a different ridiculous costume when you have sex with your partner, but you do need to keep things interesting and avoid being too complacent. Often when the spark fades and a relationship stops being new and exciting, neither partner will make any real effort to keep things interesting, and that's a huge mistake. You need to make sure that your partner's having fun and maintains their interest in you and your relationship. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but even the best relationships require some maintenance to work. So if you want to live happily ever after, then both you and your better half need to put in the work to keep the spark alive and avoid falling into a boring, passionless routine. This one's pretty simple. If you cheat, you're basically ruining your relationship. But not only is infidelity a surefire ticket to being single, it also causes fundamental trust problems. To enjoy a real, mature, long-lasting relationship, you need to trust your partner and vice versa. Any kind of infidelity will have a negative impact on trust, and lack of trust causes insecurity and jealousy. As I've already explained, those can kill a relationship too. Different people define cheating differently, so if you want to avoid any trust issues, make sure you both agree on what constitutes cheating, and then stay faithful. So those are the 4 major attraction killers, and I'm sure by now you've identified which of these things was most responsible for your breakup. It may have been a combination of several, or it may have just been something that you said or did that rubbed your ex the wrong way. But if your goal is to get back together with your ex and start fresh, then you may be wondering whether it's worth your time to try and fix things. Maybe you're wondering if it's hopeless and you should just be moving on. To help you figure out what the odds are, take the free quiz over at my website. I've put a link to the quiz in the description below this video, so you can just click on that link, or you can visit www.breakupbrad.com/quiz to take the quiz now. It only takes about 5 minutes to finish the quiz, and your results will be available immediately. And for more help, you can also watch the free video presentation I put up on my website. Again, the address is breakupbrad.com. So if you need more guidance on winning back your ex, head over there now and watch the video before you do anything else. Thanks very much for watching, and all the best with your future relationships.